Trust me. Over here.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas.
Welcome back, viewers. It's James Kalm, your half-assed report of the guy on the bike. And we're at the top of Tribeca, and there are some fans of the Kalm report. Hey, folks.
Pleasure as always.
Hey, good. Yeah, thanks. Thanks. All right, there's Liz and Val, or Val and Liz. Okay, we're going to go into Canada. I don't know. It might be too crowded. We might have to come back. We're here to look at an exhibition by Katherine Bernhardt. Titled Done with Xanax. Well, I think Canada opened down here in Tribeca about 6 or 8 months ago. So, oh God, there's Brian Beelot. So it doesn't look like things have slowed down at all. Okay, I'll make a few cursory remarks. One of them is that, excuse me, Katherine has, at least for this show, has kind of picked out a particular size. I'd say these are probably about 6 by 5 feet, something like that. Which I think maybe in a certain way might, gosh, I think that's the artist. Nice outfit. Kind of maybe loosen you up if you're not feeling so precious with the work. And, well, I see a lot more spray paint in this latest group of works as well. Well, I think this is the largest piece in the show, and it's titled Cosme 2019 Acrylic Spray Paint on Canvas. Do I like it? Yeah, it's kind of interesting. It's big. So we've got the little characters from the Steven Spielberg movie E.T. And, well, I always thought there was a certain kind of hidden phallic quality about this little guy. Space phallus. We'll run into the front gallery. Aaron's and Jane. Hello. Okay, this might be one of the most stark, reductive pieces in the show. It's titled Elliot, 2019, acrylic and spray paint on canvas, 60 by 48. And she's got metallic gold spray paint in there, and so this actually has kind of a quality of cloisonné. E.T. and Xanax plus Reese's Pieces 2019. Well, I like the text in this, and yeah, I appreciate the kind of breaking the picture planes up into smaller, more grid-like patterns. Also, well, we were out at a show last night. A guy named Russell Tyler, and Russell had recently switched from being a real chunky material-based oil painter to painting in acrylics, and well, I would say that Katherine might be one of the painters out there that's been working with this very kind of loose stain acrylic fashion for a while, and has influenced a lot of younger painters. It's titled Halloween in California 2019. Also says in the press release that Katherine did a lot of these paintings at her childhood home in St. Louis. Whoops. And that I guess her sister wrote an essay for the catalog, but that there was a certain kind of catharsis of going back to your childhood home and reliving things from your past. Well, let's check out the main gallery. I think I saw that dog last night. Titled Sick. Again, we've got a very pared down composition with just a black background. I think it's kind of an ironic dichotomy that someone like Katherine that's using this kind of goofball cartoon imagery of a childhood fantasy, but yet she's using a type of painting that was very avant-garde, very cutting edge back in the late 50s, early 60s. I've been rereading some Clement Greenberg, and I believe the essay I was looking at was titled American Painting, something like that, or modern, maybe it was modern painting. And he started to talk about what has become known as the post-painterly abstraction, and a lot of this was dealing with people like Morris Louis, Kenneth Nolan, and some of these other people. And Greenberg actually spends a lot of time talking about the beauty of color that has been stained into the canvas, and he makes a point of distinguishing between, I guess, what would be considered the first generation abstract expressionists. So, of course, Pollock, Clifford Still, de Kooning, Franz Klein, and how their paint all kind of existed on the surface and was kind of a covering over the canvas. Yet for him, the new painters, the stain painters, Helen Frankenthaler is longtime paramour, was one of the pioneers of it. He talks about how beautiful the color is when it actually is melded with the fabric, and you can see the threadiness. I think this is one of the better coloristic pieces. This is E.T. plus Flower Pot plus Pac-Man. I've also been commenting recently about some of the colors that are becoming more popular these days, the fluorescent chartreuse, fluorescent pink, and well, recently a lot of this metallic paint is getting to be popular, so this has got it's more like copper. This is 72 by 60 inches acrylic and spray paint on canvas. Okay. Oh, Kathy Bradford. Titled Pepsi 2019. This is 6 by 5. Yeah, in a certain way, a lot of the very simple ones like this almost read like somebody's graffiti tag. And well, I like the way that she's using so much just primed canvas here, pretty open. It does give it a lot of breathing space, although I guess you can see that a lot of this is painted on the floor the way the drips are running. Bobby G. It's titled Halloween E.T. Seeing that Katherine is not mixing up her metallics. Like she's got 5 different versions of fluorescent colors in here, but her metallics, she sticks with the single, it seems, a single metal for each one. This has got the silver. I'm also thinking that if I was to go way back, well, about 60 years in art history and look at what was being done in Europe, particularly Northern Europe, after the war. I think that although the paint surface is totally different, that some of the imagery and the kind of the swirling expressionism relates to the Cobra group. Although I would say Pierre Alchinsky was a pretty thin painter and did a lot of very light, washy things. Katherine can actually do browns and grays pretty well. She doesn't have to stick over in the fruity end of the spectrum. I'm going to wrap up looking at this piece. guess this is the title piece of the show. It's called Done with Xanax. 72 by 60. I was also thinking it's kind of ironic that I think Katherine got a bunch of her initial recognition for doing some kind of angular portraits of fashion models, and some people thought it was kind of a biting critique of the whole super skinny, super slick images that were being published in a lot of women's magazines. This is kind of another side of that, maybe more personal, dealing with her, what they're calling childhood obsessions. Actually, this is nice. We'll just sort of skim across this ultra blue. Here you can see where it gets really thick, almost reads as a black. Little puddles of raw sienna. I guess that's E.T.'s heart beating. It's James Kalm reporting on Katherine Bernhardt, Done with Xanax. Here at Canada, you can like this, share, recommend it to your friends, and you can leave your thoughts, ideas, comments, criticisms, and reviews below. Just ask you to say thank you, Kate. Whoa, thank you. That was great.
Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays. Yeah, thank you.